Hey guys, welcome to this session. This session is on table view and table view control. We're going to see that how we can use the table view and table view controller. So table view actually is used to show a list of items in the app, and the table view is an UI component. And for an example, if you see your contact list, the contact list is made up of a table view or a table view controller. So for other example, if you see the a list of items for food in a particular restaurant, or a list of menu or menu items for a restaurant in an app, for a restaurant app, then the table view and has been used. So now we will use the table view, see the example that how we can create a table view. You need to just create an one project for this. Just write the table demo, click it on documents, create it. So this is the simple project, and if you go to the interface builder or the storyboard, you can see that there is only a one view controller. And now what we will do, we will just see that yes, we can, and one more thing, we can use a table view controller is instead. If you need only list to be shown on your screen, then we will use a table view controller. But if suppose if your screen has a different UI component, and if you want and some part of UI screen has some list of items, then you can make use of a table view instead of using a table view controller, because table view controller only contains the list, or is whole. For example, you can see that the table view controller, just drag, yes, this is the table view controller, and here you can see that it already has a table view and table view cell. So you need not to enter a table view, and so it has all screen is covered and occupied by the table view, so we can't add any other UI component outside the table view. So this is it. And so let's check an example of a table view controller, what we can do, what I can suppose. And in this we have a two type of cells. For every table view you need to add a cell, cell component, cell UI element. So here in the table view controller, you already have a table view cell. But when you see when you click on the table view, you can see here that the content is the dynamic prototype and the static prototypes. And these both are different cells. If you want your static, suppose if your requirement is to show only 5 rows with the static data, then you need to use static cell instead of using a dynamic cell. And if you have a list of an items that may vary as per the condition, then in that case you may need a dynamic prototypes, because it may be different, maybe list of an item is list, it may be items, it may be list of items 100 or a 20 or a 30. So you can, in that case, you need to use dynamic prototypes. Now now set just check an example for an static cell. This is an static cell, and now if we make this table view controller as an initial, yes, for this you may find that, yeah, here we don't have any such class. To use this, for this you have to create one class. just go and create one class. Okay, here it is. Now just okay. Now, and the one thing you may see that the UI view controller, instead of this you need to write UI table view controller, table view. Okay, the table view controller, because table view controller inherits the UI view controller already, so we don't need. Yeah, so this is what. Now what we need to do, we need to just, we need all the protocols. We need to set delegates for this. Let's see that what type of delegates it has. Yeah, it already has a view delegate and view data source, so you don't need to. Okay, so you can directly override or ride function table view. So I think we don't need in this static cell, because it's depend on how we have presented on the screen, or how we designed on the screen. So let's see how it goes. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to just write a table view controller. Okay, now let's see what happens. And okay, let's put some content here so that we could be, so that so we'll write it. So in this session, I have shown you that how we can use static cell here. So in the next session I will show you that how we can use a dynamic cell, or how we can create our custom cells in the table view controller. For this we have to use delegates and a data source in the table view controllers. So let's see, first of all, see that how it looks. hmm Yeah, here you can see, if you compare, if you compare with the storyboard, you can see that you entered three cells, static cells with A, B and C. The same cells would be shown, going to be shown on the app. Here you can see, and the whole screen, you can see that the whole screen is a list. So table view controller, then so this can be used as a table view controller. So and the static cell is only can be applied in the table view controller. If you want to see any static data, then the table view controller can be used. So thank you for this session. In the next session we will cover up the remaining part, the dynamic cell, and we will create a custom cell in that. Okay, thank you.